Hola, people. So, hold on. I'm trying to do something really quick. I don't think it's going to work. I'm trying to post. Facebook's down, as many of us know. Right now, Facebook is down. It's kind of loading on my screen, but it's not working. So, we're just going to say, fuck that. Not worry about it. Leave. And we're just going to deal with it. Okay. Which is kind of frustrating. It's Mercury retrograde shenanigans. I can't stand that word shenanigans. I don't know why, but I used it. Uh, what am I trying to say? Oh, yeah. So lots of wonderful retrograde adventures. Facebook, Instagram is down, which I guess, people who want to be snotty, and who have who don't have business on Facebook, you know what I mean? They like to make fun and such, but it's like when you have my platform is predominantly on Facebook, and I'm working at shifting that over to other spaces, but until then, that's where I get my income, that's where I get my business. And so I can't just up and leave, because then I leave my business, and I wouldn't make fun or make light of it for anybody going through that, because it's not funny, but I guess it is to some. Anywho, we are going to do our Deviant Daily, and that's why it's so important. It's so important for you to subscribe to my mailing list so I can send out notifications. As well, Facebook's down, but my Twitter's up, as well as YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube and click that bell, the notification, so you can be notified when I do these. If again one platform is down, you can find me somewhere, right? So that's just really good to do. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna work with Le Vampires, the Oracle, to just kind of have a little daily contemplation, and afternoon contemplation, I should say, and have fun with myself, because nobody's here, because no one that's funny. It's fine. Hopefully you'll watch a recording of this and enjoy it. So the first card that popped up um, from the vampire deck is Prey. Stalked, invaded, and watched. Le vampires speak. When one is hunted in your time with your people, you are often unable to identify what is happening. The veneer of civility that covers us all, even us, especially us, helps us appear kinder than we are. Some people are hunters, and that makes others prey. In your culture at this time, there is a theory that those who are harmed or hurt have somehow attracted that to themselves. Oh, how the hunters love this argument, for it is a way of saying that the prey is offering itself up. And this is what we have come to warn you of. We have come to tell you that there is one who sees you as prey, and they see themselves as the hunter. And the more they can persuade you that you wish to play this role, and that it is your fault, the more powerful they will be the more powerful they will become. This card comes forth when one has been groomed to be hurt. There are many examples of abuse and monstrosity in your world. Uh, Amongst humans, and often it is the one who is the most close to you who will take what is most precious to you. Do not become prey, and do not agree to this hunter being invited by you. The victimization they are visiting upon you has not been invited by you except through circumstance. There is no contract that means this must play out. If you feel this is wrong, speak up and speak out. Being hunted, being preyed upon is not something you must take the responsibility for, nor must this play out. You can change the script in the hunter's head. You can change the outcome. You can refuse to become prey. You can play this game quite differently to the script they have handed you. In fact, you need not play that part at all. You are able to make a stand, and you are strong, clever, and powerful. It is time to stand up to a bully or to one who wishes to blame you for their own bad behavior. You do not attract the circumstances you find yourself within. You have a great deal more power than they wish you to have. Do not allow yourself to be prey for another's hunger. Do not refuse to help yourself or fall into patterns of victimhood. Take good advice, demand what is yours by rights, including innocence, and be strong in the face of the one who would devour you. You cannot always win, but the greatest battle you face at present is the one within you that says, I give up. Nothing ever goes my way. It can and it will. When you believe you are worth fighting for. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Think about that for a moment. I like it because it just reminds us. It reminds us that look, I can flip the script. I do not have to allow this to play out. Like this is my life. This is my life, and the way I experience it, and all of that. Like I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to. Okay. Let me check something really quick. Um, I don't know. Things are weird. Social media is weird, but I don't have to play out anything that someone expects me to. You know, people want to say, "Oh, you're a victim," and it's like, no, I'm not a victim. I'm not, and I'm not going to feed into that. I'm not going to give you that energy, that power, to have that over me, to place that on me. I am claiming my own, and this is what this card is expressing to me today. It's like I am claiming my own. I'm stepping into my strength and my power. I'm far more powerful in my own story than you are trying to make me believe. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm going to step into that. I'm going to utilize that. You're not going to talk down to me. You're not going to make me think that I'm inferior. You're not going to place that on me because you are doing your best to groom me into something that I am not going to actively participate in. I am not going to consent to this experience that you want me to be a part of because you want to take advantage, you want to control, right? No, now I am the one stepping up for myself. I have a voice and I am strong enough to utilize it, and I can and I will. And so that's kind of what's being expressed here with Prey. It's like there are energies around us, whether there are people, work situations, whatever, that look at us as we are weak. They look at us and they want us to be weak, but we're not. They look at us and they want to paint something upon us and project something upon us that is different than what is true. And they do that. They plant those seeds. They do that to sort of like weaken us. They plant those seeds of doubt, or they plant those seeds of fear, to so we will think about them more. So we will play with those ideas, and maybe it is true. Maybe that is true. Maybe I'm not strong enough to do this. Maybe I did deserve this. Maybe I did call this to me. Stuff like that. They do that so they can then initiate their hunt, and they can take from us what they seek. But we do not have to take that. We do not have to allow that anymore. And so with Prey, I do feel like it's expressing for us to stand up, to take charge. Okay. And let's see what our second card for today is. Yeah, let's see. One more shuffle. And boom. Huh. That's funny. So card two, let me find it for you, is resurrection. That's interesting to me. So, resurrection, reprise, recovery, and comeback. Le vampires speak. Like the nine live vampire kitties in this beautiful image, you too have more than one chance, more than one life. You have before you at this moment not just a second chance, you have a true new start in front of you. You have a chance to make over your life and rise from what you thought was a stagnant place and have adventures, recreation. We vampires know only too well what it is like to arise from death, to transform from one kind of being to quite another. The same and yet so changed. You have almost given up on yourself, almost lost touch with your enthusiasm for life. You have thought sometimes maybe this is it, and found some kind of comfort in what you call acceptance. But we are here to show to you that in front of you, right at your feet, right in this moment, is the chance you have secretly dreamed of for so long. You have the chance to completely change your life. And if you choose to take up the offer of this card of your life being remade and renewed, be assured that the very best of yourself, that never had the chance for expression before, will now have its moment. But it requires that you arise, shake off the past, and start again. You can be as one who is dead. You can be as one who is dead, who is now reborn. You have so much more to do, to give, to become. Put away all thoughts that your life was static and decided upon. You have forgiven yourself. Now you must remake your own life. This is a wonderful time to look for a new job, make important changes in your home with renovations, or move countries, change career, and even change your appearance. Naturally, of course. Well, actually, whatever you want, naturally or not. That's a little judgmental from this book. It's change your appearance whatever you want, whatever you desire, your own appearance. So if you want to get some Botox, if you want plastic surgery, do your research, find someone good for you and make it happen. More power to you. No judgment here. So everything you need to revive and continue with renewed optimism and energy is with you at this time. The vampires, the experts on new life, confirm that it is so. You are about to rise again, and those who will be surprised will be inspired to change their own lives in the places they need it most. This change can be made and swiftly. Ask for assistance and it will be yours. Let go now and move swiftly through the transition. It is time to make things happen for yourself. It is time to actively explore what you have always denied yourself to the chance to do. For there is a patch clearing before you, but it requires an enormous amount of determination on your behalf. You must remake yourself, look within, and see what has less than satisfied you, and that know that something that you thought was over, done with, and decided is truly about to surprise you. I actually really like this. I actually really like this with Prey. You know, I like the resurrection part because it's like it's like when someone is placing something on you, they're projecting on you because they want you to weaken, they want you to conform to their own desires or their version of you. And then you're like, no, you step up and you step out, you're realize like, I'm not going to fulfill someone else's storyline because unless it matches what I want. And I recognize that this is not what I want for myself. And so I'm realizing like I don't have to fall in line. I don't have. I may have fallen in line, right, for so long, but I don't have to anymore. I'm recognizing my power. I'm recognizing my strength, my voice, and I can do something differently. And I don't have to follow this train of thought or becoming anymore any longer. So I'm going to find a new place for myself, a new space for myself. And sometimes it reminds me, I've had a friend, several friends who were in relationships, long relationships, and not so healthy. And they put their desires, their dreams on hold for the relationship, and they lost themselves. And then they realized, like, no, I'm not this person that I've allowed to be created. I'm not this person. And so they've resurrected. They're like, I'm going to follow my passions, whatever that means. I'm going to do what I find necessary for myself. And they do. I see that a lot in these two cards. It's time for your comeback, but it also is going to require a lot of determination, a lot of willpower for you to make it happen. And so that's something that needs to be considered as well. Like, what do I really, really want? Like, what do I think? What am I not necessarily happy with? What is not my own creation? What was given to me, and what was done for me and placed on me that I sort of took and made it so now it's time for me to recognize that this is not what I want. And I get to speak up and say, look, nope, not me, not mine, no longer. I no longer condone this, and I'm not going to. And so I'm going to release it, and I'm going to start focusing on what is important to me. And I'm going to come back into myself, and I'm going to come back into alignment with who I really am, what is important to me, what matters to me. You know what I mean? And so it is time for us to find those things out. Find out, like, discover, like, who planted those seeds of doubt within me, and I allowed to grow, and how can I disconnect from that, and what can I connect to that is actually important to me, that I want. Okay, so yeah, I think that's enough to contemplate. I hope that you all get to watch the recording of this. It didn't go live on Facebook because it is still down. Like, it's working, but it's not letting me go live. I thought it was going to let me go live, but it didn't. So frustrating. But yeah, we'll get back. And then again, for if you are if this does get posted to Facebook eventually, be sure, and everyone, be sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, that you follow me on Twitter. Be sure that you are subscribed to my email list, because if something does go down, which it happens, if something does go down, then at least I can reach out to you. If like, I can reach out to you on my email. Like, I can email you and say, hey, we're going live, we're doing a video, let's get together. Or you'll see the notification on YouTube, like, hey, we're going live, let's get together, let's have a conversation, let's have fun. So just be sure to engage on all platforms, and we will always have a backup. We will always have a backup. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for sharing this time and space with me. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to communicating with you again soon. So take care.